Mariana. Do you have time now? Yes, I'm fine. What's up, Rachel? I need to tell you something. I got pregnant. You got pregnant? Congratulations, Rachel! Thank you. Now that the wedding is over, it's the right time to have a baby. Are you feeling okay? Sometimes I have morning sickness, but I'm fine. I'm glad to hear that. But you might feel sick anytime, so take it easy. Are you going back to your home? I'm planning to. I haven't talked to Zachary yet though. I think it's safer for you to be with your parents. If you can go back home, you should. Of course, I'll be happy to help too. Thank you very much. Do you know it's a boy or a girl? We don't know yet. Your son's baby is a boy, right? Yes, the oldest son has a baby boy. That will make him 2 years older than yours. They're not that far apart in age, so I hope they'll get along. I know. I hope so too. I'm sure they'll get along. I'm so happy to have more grandchildren. Your oldest son child is your first grandchild, and I'm sure he's extra cute for you. But I hope you like our child too. Of course, I'll treat them equally. I've always loved my sons equally too. I'm glad to hear that. I know it's going to be a tough time for you, but I wish you the best. I heard raising a child today is not what it used to be, so I might not be able to give you good advice just because I've raised a child before. Above all, it costs a lot of money. It seems like it's normal for kids to have multiple activities outside school nowadays. Oh, really? I took a lot of lessons when I was young too. Spanish, piano, ballet, swimming school, and gymnastics. That's amazing. You didn't have much time to play around, did you? Sundays and Wednesdays were my free time, but it's not that hard if you enjoy them. Lessons can be just for fun. The only thing my kids did was Boy Scout. Personally, I wanted them to play soccer or baseball, but my boys don't like sports. My parents had tutored help my studies from the 5th grade, so I guess I had a lot of experiences. Your parents must have been very passionate about education. Their enthusiasm is wonderful. I would like to do the same. I want to do everything I can for my child. I see. You'll be a great mother. I saw an interview once with a parent who has a child from Harvard. She said she had prepared since he was a baby so that he could go to Harvard. That's how prepared you need to be. Since he was a baby. When my boys were babies, I could barely make it through for a day. I didn't have time to think about their future. Parents of Harvard students are amazing. That's just an example though. But I think it's best to prepare early. That's true. I don't want my child to end up just going to university. I need to be prepared. I'm going to send my child to a famous university abroad. Wow, you're thinking of studying abroad. He'll be a great person in the future. But your sons are both highly educated. They both went to famous universities and joined major companies. What kind of education did you give them? If you did something special, I'd like to know. I didn't do anything. I never told them to study. But I let them do whatever they were interested in. That's about it. I'm embarrassed to say it, but I really didn't do anything. Is that how they grew up to be such great sons? I don't know much about studying, so I couldn't really teach them. I didn't go to university, so... What? You didn't go to university? That's right. I grew up in a poor family. I had to work to support my younger brothers and sisters. I can understand if you lost the credit in university, but you didn't even go to university. I can't believe it. There were a lot of them around me back then. Some of them went to big city to work. I could understand if you were not very intelligent, but in your case, It doesn't seem like so. I don't have any friends who didn't even go to university. It's very surprising. I'm shocked. I guess it's shocking for a person like you who grew up in an educated family. I've never cared about my background, but I should have explained it to you. I'm sorry. Rachel, it's almost your due date, isn't it? How are you feeling? Baby is moving around in my body a lot, but I guess the time hasn't come yet. I'm getting excited now. Ariana, I told my parents about your background. They were shocked as well. Really? It can't be! There's no way you don't go to university! But I can't change the past now. There's no point to get a degree now. Besides, I've never regret my past. Oh? Why not? If I hadn't worked then, my younger brother and sister wouldn't have been able to get enough education. But they both managed to go to school and study hard. My brother became a doctor, and my sister is a researcher. They are really smart except you. That's true. Well, I started work early to help out with the family finances, so I feel that I was able to help my parents. I've never been ashamed of not going to university. I'm rather proud of it. I don't understand. Even if you don't care, people around you do. Your education has a big influence on what people think of you. I'm sure a lot of people will feel like me if they heard you didn't study at university. That may be one way of thinking, but not everyone thinks like you. Nowadays, we value each person's opinion, right? Your background is not something to be proud of, but a lot. I can't believe your parents let their child didn't lead to university. If you guys were poor, they must have been stupid. Since they were stupid, they wouldn't care if their daughter didn't graduate university. Hey Rachel, will you stop insulting my parents? They worked hard too. They also said they felt bad for me. Not allowing your child to go to school is like abandoning. There were many reasons. My mother got sick, and the company my father worked for went bankrupt. So I was the one who decided not to go to university. So please don't say bad things about them. I don't care what the reasons are. I definitely don't want to be that kind of parent. I'm sure you took after your parents and became stupid too. I'm here to tell you something. I just had a baby. It's a boy. Congratulations! I can't wait to see him. Excuse me? When can I see him? Well, you still don't like about my background. No, I don't. I'll be lying if I said it didn't bother me. But I haven't had much trouble even though I didn't go to university. I found a job quickly through my relative. It hasn't affected my career or when I changed job either. But it does affect your salary, doesn't it? Well, it might have affected my first salary, but I became self-employed in the middle of my career, so it doesn't really matter. And you became a chiropractor. I was studying to get a license when I was working. It was hard work, but very rewarding. I had a lot of customers, and I started to make a lot of money. But if you had gone to university from the beginning, you wouldn't have had to work so hard, right? After all, you became a chiropractor because you wanted to increase your income. You're living an inefficient life. Life doesn't go like how you have planned. Oh God, I guess you're not so smart because you aren't educated enough. Excuse me. I knew it. You didn't go to university, so you must be stupid. Please don't come to see our child. Rachel, what's with you all of a sudden? You're the first person to call me stupid. I'm too embarrassed to tell anyone that I have someone who didn't enter the university in my family. What if my child gets a bad influence from you? There will be no bad influences. Yes, there it is. He might become stupid. What if he took after your blood? It's terrifying even though I just thought about it. Will you calm down a little? I guess you've just had a baby, so your emotion got messed up. You've been terrible. How can I calm down? Would you please leave my son alone? You don't have to take care of him. Don't say like that. He's my grandchild too. I've been looking forward to having one for a long time. I went to see you many times during the pregnancy. Do you remember? That was because I couldn't wait to see your baby. But I'd like you to stop it from now on. Please don't come to see my child. I don't want someone like a low-class person who didn't graduate university. I don't want him to become stupid like you. What? You have another grandchild. Why don't you take care for him? Your older son's child may turn out to be an idiot though. Hey, you don't have to make fun of my background that much. There are successful people who didn't go to university. There are people who are happy too. Education is the most important thing in this era. If people knew that his grandmother didn't go to university, my son would be embarrassed. You will give him a bad influence, so please stay away from him. I don't want any stupid relative. Even if it's my husband's mother, fine. If you insist that much, I'll stay out of him. I only have one grandchild who is my oldest son's baby. That's how you want me to think, right? Yeah, that's fine. Forget about my child. I'm sorry, Ariana. I was wrong. Your husband and parents are very upset on day. They slapped me. Who did? My parents. I've never been slapped before. My cheeks still hurt. I got a call from your parents. They apologized for their daughter's rude behavior. They kept apologizing. I didn't expect them to be so angry. I thought my parents were also shocked by your background. Yes, they were a little surprised because they didn't have those kind of people around them much. But unlike you, they understood my situation. Each of us has our own circumstances, and they knew there are other families like that. Which means you were the only one who thought I was stupid. I didn't think things would go like this. And my husband won't even talk to me. What if we end up divorcing? Why did you tell my husband? My son himself noticed something was wrong because I didn't go to see your child at all. He asked me why I didn't treat his child as much as my oldest son's child. That's why he asked me, so I explained what you had told me. After that, things went to hell between us. I've never seen my husband so angry. He suddenly changed, so I was really scared. My son cares a lot about me, you know. He's a mother's boy. I was scared of my husband, so I ran away to my parents' house. And then my husband called my parents. Now they go furious, then they even slapped me. My son asked your parents, how is it possible to raise a child to be so rude? Making fun of someone's background and telling it face to face is insane. The worst thing is telling it to a mother-in-law. Your parents apologized, saying that they had raised you in the wrong way. I thought everyone felt the same way I did. There's no reason I have to be made fun from you. I made enough money as a chiropractor. I even have enough money to pay a down payment on home for my sons. What? You made that much money? Even though you didn't study at university? Are you still saying like that? I've been saving and investing besides work for a long time. I had a customer who knew a lot about that kind of thing, and he told me. After I got married, I got my husband join me, and we've been investing our money. So we have plenty of money. I didn't know that. Well, it looks like my oldest son will be the only one who I can pay a down payment. You don't need it, right? It's like we've broken down our relationship. I think it's a bigger house will be better for the kids though. I didn't know. I just assumed you were stupid and incapable of doing anything just because you didn't get enough education. Your parents are coming tomorrow to apologize again. You're coming with them, right? Yes, I'll be there. My son won't forgive you unless I do. He'll probably ask for a divorce if it stays like this. He's so angry that he might start saying like that. I don't want to divorce him. I thought we were going to be happy after having a child. I don't want to ruin that. Please forgive me, Ariana. Please. That will depend on how you behave tomorrow. I'll apologize again and again. Before taking care of your child, you should start over with your education first. I can't believe you couldn't see this was coming. You should reconsider who was the idiot. The next day, Rachel's family came to our house to apologize. Her parents apologized a lot, saying that they had made a mistake in raising their daughter. Rachel also apologized, but my son could not forgive her, so they got separated for a while. They talked again and again, but could not bridge the gap, and ended up divorcing. However, they had a big fight over who will have the child. Rachel graduated college, but had little work experience and no qualifications. Her parents do not have much money and they are ill. Therefore, we cannot expect any support from them. Because of that, my son was the one who was more financially independent. He successfully won the custody. And now I love both of my grandchildren equally. Rachel's parents told me that if their daughter had not done anything unnecessary, we all could have loved our grandchildren and I lived happily together. I think taking care of children is really difficult. I hope that my grandchildren will live their honest life now and forever.